Hello, 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 and welcome to my latest vintage show and tell. I don't have a lot to show you this week, which is disappointing, but that's how it goes. And I do find at the moment that my sort of style of things are getting harder and harder to find, but never mind, I will keep persevering. Now, I was asked the other day why I'm always out vintage hunting. Was it because things were cheap, or what was the reason? Obviously, it's nice to pick up a bargain, but my kind of vintage hunting isn't necessarily bargain hunting. Because of my elegantly knackered style aesthetic, lots of vintage things really fit into that interior style. So I have a list. I have a list of things that I'm looking for my home, and that's what I'm out and about looking for. One example is I have a beautiful vintage swan neck light to go over my front door, but I do need a bracket to fit it into, and that's not something that I can just pop into my local hardware store and find. So I've got my list, and when I'm out and about, I'm just hoping to tick something off my list. And in the meantime, if I see something, just a little knick-knack that will go in my china cupboard or sit on my coffee table or something, that's just an added bonus. So talking about things that will fit on my coffee table, I popped to my local antique market yesterday and just picked up this little tin. Um, it cost me 40 pence, so it was nothing. So that was one of those little bargains. Just a nice little old tin, and that's just going to live on my coffee table. So I thought that was quite nice. Pop the lid back on. The lid does go on. Goodness. There we go. So that was that. Nothing major, just something to live on my coffee table. And last week I said that I was not going to buy any more blue and white china, and I stuck to my promise. But my goodness, it's so hard when you go to a car boot or the local antique market. It's just blue and white china everywhere. But one thing that I will have to look out for is another one of these plates. I showed you these the other week. I had a beautiful set of 4 and I absolutely love them. And unfortunately, my daughter dropped one this week. So I'm really disappointed about that. These things happen. It's just, I've had a bit of a month where things have broken. And so I've had 2 vintage pudding bowls and a plate and a Wedgwood plate as well. So that is disappointing. But as I said, these things happen. So that's probably the exception to the rule. If I do see another one of these, I will of course buy that. The other week, I forgot to show you something. If you've been following along on Instagram for a while, you'll know that I'm living in a renovation project. This is my kitchen, which my husband and I built last year, and now we've obviously got to kit it out. And just to the left of me, I'm going to have a beautiful glazed pantry. And I love cooking, I love preserving, I love baking. So I'm always looking out for jars and canisters and things that are going to look great in my pantry. And I was so excited to find these. I bought 10, I think they were, and these are old vintage Kilner jars, all with the rubber bit inside. And I love those. So those will be filled with pickled eggs and pickled onions and kimchi and all stuff like that. And not everything that I buy can be mega vintage. So I did buy this one the other week in a charity shop, I think. And as you can see, I've just pickled some eggs already. My husband loves pickled eggs. Here's another one. So yeah, just an example really. This is a weck jar. Again, you can buy these still. Now, I'll put a link in the description for anybody that wants to buy a weck jar brand new. And yeah, they're just really handy to collect. And when I do finally get my pantry, they're really going to, in my opinion, look great in my elegantly knackered vintage-esque style. That's all here that I've got to show you, but come this way and I will show you the really exciting thing that I mentioned last week. Follow me. So this is the point where my beautiful glazed pantry will be. For now I've got this gorgeous housekeeper's cupboard which I keep showing you. Sorry for keep talking about it, but it's just something that I love so much. So let me just pack my plate away from earlier. As you can see, I do not need any more blue and white china. Anyway, you still can't see what I bought, and that's because it's up there, so I'll just go and get it. So this is what I wanted to show you. Excuse the noise that you may hear. I had to take a bit of a break. A ton of wood pellets for my stove arrived. They were dumped in the road, so I had to quickly move a ton of pellets in bags up onto the drive. So that's why now my husband's come home, so it's later in the day, my husband's come home and now he's moving all the pellets, which is what the noise is. Anyway, this is what I wanted to show you, and I am so happy with these. I saw these in an antique and vintage emporium in Norwich, and they took my fancy, and I just thought that they looked really special. Anyway, I need 3 to go above my sink, and but I negotiated quite a good deal for all that the seller had. He had 10 in total, so I decided to buy 10 just in case I wanted them elsewhere. Anyway, I came home and researched them, and I am so excited. Let me just show you. They're absolutely beautiful, and I'm so excited because I found them online, and they're actually 1950s Danish, from a Danish designer, and I found them on a website for £2,080 each. I paid enough for them, but I certainly didn't pay £2,080. So anyway, I've got 10 of these. I'll definitely be using 3, and if I don't choose any more, I will be selling them, but just love them. Can't wait to progress with the kitchen and to show you. So that's it for this week. It's really good now. The car boots are getting going. The clocks are changing, I believe, this weekend, so it'll be lighter. Hopefully it'll be warmer soon. So I've got antique fairs to go to, and I can really crack on with finding things for my home. More lights, more furniture. The whole of the kitchen is, apart from this area, which is the built-in pantry, is going to be freestanding, so I need to find those bits of furniture and other bits this year. So I will keep you updated, and I will see you the same time next week. Bye for now. I always forget this bit. If you are enjoying my renovation journey and also enjoying seeing my vintage finds, please do remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.